Hello guys, today I'm going to teach you guys how to use Leonardo AI. Now, if you've not heard of Leonardo AI before, it's considered to be one of the best alternatives to Midjourney, and I don't want to waste you guys' time, so let's get right into it. So this is what the dashboard looks like once you arrive on the website. I have a link to it in the description below. If you use the link, I get a commission. If you don't want to use it, that's also fine. What you're going to click on is Launch App. Now, once you've launched the app, once you've launched the app, it typically gives you an opportunity to log in. I already have a login directly to it. You can log in using your email. You can log in using Google. So anyone you prefer. Now, I'm just going to show you guys the left-hand side, which is pretty much where all the majority of the features you're going to see are. So if you click on library, for example, this is where you find your images at. And you can also see your follower feeds if you have any followers. So it almost also acts like a social media, and then liked feeds for the images you've liked. I don't have any right now because this is a new account, but I'm just going to show you guys a couple different things. On the left hand side under AI tools, you see image creation. So just click on image creation. Now, they have a new feature called the Phoenix Image Guidance, which is a style preference for images. Now, for every image you create, it typically takes out 24 tokens. If you want unlimited tokens, then you can use their paid plan. They have it right here. As I said, you can use the link in the description to get access to this. Now, if you take a look at the left-hand side, it looks like this. You have the prompt, enhance, auto, preset style, dynamic, contrast, medium, and everything. They have this mode right here, which is the typical mode. They also have a legacy mode. You're going to see the left-hand side change real quick. And this is what the legacy mode looks like. So they have a photoreal version. They have an alchemy version, which pretty much mixes stuff if you know about alchemy. They have image guidance. They have a which is still in beta mode. So pretty much you can be able to generate images with a transparent background and things like that. So let's just test out something. I'm going to test it out without legacy mode first before I didn't go to legacy mode. So I'm just going to give it a prompt. Now, whenever you're using a lot of AI tools, you want to be as specific as possible. You don't just want to give it like a broad prompt because then it's just going to give you a broad result. So I'm just going to say a black kid fighting a Chinese dragon. This is as specific as I can get. So if I'm going to generate this, I can generate with 24 tokens. Now, if you click on this, you'll be able to enhance the prompt. So you can give new random prompt. You can improve on the prompt, things like that. I want this right now, and I'm just going to go ahead and just generate. So let's just wait for it to generate. Now, this is pretty beautiful. I mean, you guys can take a look at it right here. You see how clear this looks? Let me take this out. You see how clear this looks? So let's just click on it to just view it. You see how clear this looks? There's a black kid, there's a Chinese dragon. Pretty cool. And if you download this, it's gonna give it to you in a JPG format. Pretty awesome. Let me just show you some certain things here. So prompt enhance, you can have it at auto. So the prompts pretty much would be to include a lot of details. For example, you can see here a young African boy with dark brown skin and curly black hair wearing a determined expression on his face. So it takes what you've given it and it expands on it so that the AI can give you the best results possible. You can always have this on to improve it, or you can have it off so that you just focus on what you gave it exactly. Now you also have the preset style dynamic. Right now it's dynamic. Let's say I change it to 3D render. If I change it to 3D render and I generate, it's gonna give it 3D. And then contrast, medium, low, high. So let's just look at it in 3D render. Remember what I told you guys, for each time we do this, it takes away tokens. So right now we have 126 out of 150. If you want more, we just upgrade. But let's just generate it to give it 3D. So you guys can also see what a 3D looks like. Now it has a much more 3D look over here. Pretty dope, like pretty nice, pretty good. And as you can see, it didn't delete the other ones. It just has it at the bottom. And it also tells you the amount of pictures it generated. So right here, generated only 3. This one it generated 4. And you can always have the generation mode, whether you want fast or you want to focus on more quality or ultra. Now you can also change the dimensions. But by the way, changing up the dimensions too much can also distort the image. I don't know if they've improved on that, but that's what I know typically for it to be. You can also increase the amount of images you want it to give you, but you have to go premium for that. Or you can reduce the amount of images you want to give you. Now, private mode. So me creating this right now, it sends it to the public forums, so like to the public forums on Leonardo AI, where anybody can use these images. But if you go to if you subscribe to the premium feature, you'll be able to have it some pretty much your own private mode, so you have full access to it with all this. Now let's go over to legacy mode. Okay. Now this is what legacy mode really is. Okay. So let's just see. We have all this right here, as you can see, all this stuff right here. Now we have alchemy turned on, and let me see what I can give to it. Let me see what I can add to this. So right here, they have setting models you can pick. Right now, we have the Leonardo Lightning XL. You can also choose Leonardo. You can choose the Leonardo Anime XL, Animal Pastel Dream, and stuff like that. So let me just pick Leonardo Anime XL, and that's okay. Number of images, that's okay. Photo real, it makes it as real as possible. So that's the new feature, pretty cool. I'm just gonna show you guys and test it out real quick. So let me just say, kid fighting a Chinese dragon. Let's just still go with the same prompt that I gave it. So you guys can now see it in legacy mode. And it also takes tokens for this one too. So let's just generate. Now let's look at it. You see how photo real it is? It looks so fucking funny, but it's pretty cool. As you can see, the photo reel itself, obviously you can tell it's AI. But you can see the idea of it right here. You can see this one looks a little bit real. The dragon looks much more realer than the boy, but it's good. They'll keep improving on this product for sure, for sure, for sure. I love the tool. Hopefully, you guys, as you're watching this, you also like it too because you can see the features of it. So we're just gonna go back and keep looking at other parts of it. So we've seen the image creation. Now they have motion, and with this one, pretty much you select an image and then you'll be able to use like make the picture itself have motion, but it's not available to users on a free plan, only for those on a paid plan. But you can test it out once you upgrade. Then they have a real-time canvas. So this one right here, you draw something and it appears right here. So let me just show you guys real quick. You can either draw or you can have in paint, but let's just draw. So let me draw let me see, a hat. It's been long since I drew something. Draw this. Boom. Is that a hat? I think that's a hat. Look at what it gave me as the output itself. It's pretty nice. Can't complain. You can always download it right here. But you can see it. It just gives you this. It pretty much figures out a way to translate what it is, and then you can always type your prompt in here to make it much more detailed. You can also increase your creativity strength. But I just wanted to show you guys this part right here, which is the real time canvas. Let me just confirm and just show you guys in Paint. So let me see. So you can use the in-paint version to just kind of customize this however you want. You can also change the color. So if you click on blue, you can always change it, just get the hex code, put it in here and change it up. But using the real-time canvas is something you can mess around with if you want to. Then they also have real-time generation. So with this one, you give a prompt and I believe it starts to work as you're giving it. Just like you remember the same way I was just drawing right now, and it was just giving me a bunch of like different like the different stuff that I was drawing, but in its own form. With this one, it works almost the same way. So let me just give it a prompt. Let me see. A penguin. As you can see, as I'm typing, it's just changing. A penguin eaten. You see that? Pretty nice, pretty cool. I really love the tool. Can't lie to you. Then let's go over to the canvas editor. With this one right here, it almost works like an online version of Photoshop. So for those of you that are good with Photoshop, obviously this works for you. I'm not that great with Photoshop, but if this is your thing, then you can always come in here and upload an image and then work with that image from here. You upload an image over here, and then just like with Photoshop, you can take out certain parts and things like that. It works for you. So let me just show you guys a quick example. Let me just upload an image. Let me see my generations. I have this one right here. Remember what I told you guys, it doesn't delete your generations. It kind of saves them to the system, so you always be able to use it. So I'll just confirm with this one. As you can see, it's this way. And then you can always push it in if you scroll. So it just stays here like this. just like you would with Photoshop and stuff, or one of these editing tools. And you have it in here, and then you can come in here and you can write a text. Let's just say I want to write a text here, and I'll just write hello, just as an example. You can always change the font. Remember, you want to highlight and then change font to whatever you want. And then you can also change the color and then change the size of the text here. Things like that. And also like what you want with text, whether you want it bold, italicized, underscored, or crossed over, whatever you want. So you can come in here and mess with Leonardo the AI with the Canvas editor. They also have a upscaler. You upload an image, and then you'll be able to kind of upscale it. So let's just test it out. Add an image, my generations. Let me see. Confirm. Okay, so you have this one right here. It says right now, free plans are limited to 5 megapixel upscales, and then you'll be pretty much be able to upscale this image to whatever it is that you want. So right now it's 5.02 MP. It's already upscaled. So you the best for this is you taking a more of a faint image and then you pretty much upgrading from there. It works the same way. There's this app that's on Google Play Store and Apple App Store. It's called Remini AI that you can download and you can use it to like upscale your images so it looks much more brighter and much more, better and stuff and much more toned. That's what the upscaler is for. Then you also have a bunch of advanced stuff like the 3D things and stuff like that, fine-tuned models, majorly dealing with 3D if you're a person that, does 3D and stuff. The fine-tuned models also have, oh, I was saying the wrong thing. The fine-tuned models itself are pretty much the models created by Leonardo AI that you can use to actually set up for your prompt. So you don't have to go through the image creation from scratch. You can just pretty much follow their same methods, or you can use their community models, which is the one created by the community, people like you and I, or your own models if you have that. You also have your training and data sets, which you have to upgrade for that. So you pretty much you train the models your own data, just like you can train Chat GPT and stuff. And then you have the texture generation right here, which is the 3D version one. So you come in here and upload a 3D object and you'll be able to texturize it more. So I was wrong trying to, say that for the fine-tuned models. Fine-tuned models are pretty much what they created on their own. So what they've already trained and what they've set. The same thing too with people in the community and the ones you can use. And yeah, that's what I have for Leonardo AI. And let's see for those of you who want to upgrade. So if I click on premium plans, let's just take a look at it. So a lot of you typically pay monthly rather than yearly. So let's take a look at the monthly plan. So for the free plan, you get 150 tokens daily. If you can manage that daily, then I'll say go for it. You can also download the images too. There's not a problem with that. You get the apprentice plan, which is $12 a month. It's 8,500 tokens, which is a great amount. And you have 25,500 rollover tokens from your capacity. They have no problems loading it all up and you using it again next month for the ones that you did not use. You can also create private generations. So stuff that you want to use or for your own personal use that you don't want people in the community to have access to, you can always have this. You can generate 2 jobs concurrently, unlike the free one that can only have one at a time. You can queue up to 5 generations, just like you can have with the free one. And you can train up to 10 AI models using data sets, just like I showed you guys with your fine-tuned models. So you can also create motion videos without watermark. Yes, Leonardo AI allows you to create motion videos. Just like I told you guys, you upload an image and then it kind of turns it into what you typically see on TikTok these days, where you see a person's image talking. They have the Artisan Unlimited, follows the same thing, just better than the Apprentice one. 25,000 fast token resets, 75,000 rollover token capacity. Pretty much almost the same thing. I believe a lot of people will typically go with the Apprentice rather than Artisan Unlimited or Maestro Unlimited, except you're a person who works in an organization. I need access to a tool like this. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this tool. Pretty sure you guys will love it just like I love it. And I'm going to catch you guys next week.